Deal. Seaside town situated on the East Kent coast. To many, may appear like any other seaside town, but this is far from the case. Deal has a tremendous amount of war and military history. Join me, Liam Cohen, to discover more. You may not recognise this man, but you likely know the phrase he coined. I came, I saw, I conquered. Of course, this is the Roman dictator Julius Caesar. In 55 BC, the ambitious Caesar began his plans to invade England. It was believed that he was informed about the flat shingle beaches of Deal and thought it would be easy pickings. He ordered a fleet of 80 ships. Unfortunately for Caesar and his troops, they experienced extreme weather conditions which caused most of them to retreat. Unaware of his men's cowardice, Caesar continued, and those who remained docked just off Walmer Beach. They planned to swim the rest of the short journey. Due to their armour being so heavy, most of them drowned. Somehow, Caesar managed to make it ashore, although he only stayed for 3 days. Now better prepared, the following year Caesar ordered a larger fleet of ships, but they faced extreme weather conditions once more and drifted off to the Isle of Thanet. As you are probably aware, Deal is very close to France. You can actually see the French coast from the beach. Because of this, during the Hundred-Year War, Edward III called upon the local boatmen to help secure the coast. In 1415, Henry V reignited the conflict with France his great-grandfather started. To improve sea defence, large embankments were built, spanning from Walmer to Sandown. In 1533, King Henry VIII successfully split from his first wife, Catherine of Aragon. Spain and France became allies and they frequently attacked the Kentish coast in order to test Henry's rebellious behaviour. To combat the threat of invasion, Henry ordered 3 castles to be built: Walmer, Deal, and Sandown. Work started on the castles in March 1539 and finished in October 1540. The castles cost a whopping £20,000, which is the equivalent to around 13 million today. Henry insisted on the unique designs in order to ensure great defence, but also to give him a huge advantage when fighting in close-range conflicts. Unfortunately, in the late 1800s, Sandown Castle was severely damaged and no longer stands. In its place is Sandown Community Garden. Fortunately for Henry, most of his drama was political, and the castles did not face any conflict during his reign. Now, Deal and Walmer Castle still stand and are popular English heritage sites. King Charles I led the 11-year tyranny. During this time, he ruled the country without the collaboration of Parliament. In August 1642, the two parties declared war against each other. During the early stages of the war, territory fluctuated. In 1648, the Cavaliers, the Royalist army, had control of the castles in Deal. The Roundheads, the Parliament's army, decided that needed to change, and overthrew the castles in just over a month. The Royal Marines are synonymous in Deal, and is the main reason for my research into this subject. They first arrived in 1665, however it was not until 1861 that found a permanent home at the barracks. The barracks was an active post until the mid-20th century. The Royal Marine presence came to a conclusion in 1996, after an impressive 331 years. The Royal Marines were officially relocated and the barracks were sold off to B-flats. It was placed on high alert shortly before the execution of King Louis XVI of France. Ultimately, war ensued. Although our boatmen knew the seas very well, the French dominated the conflicts during the 1790s. 1799 saw the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. Although he was knocked for his size, the Frenchman was actually only 3 inches shorter than the average French male today. After the breakdown of the Treaty of Amiens, Bonaparte stopped all trade between France and England. However, the notorious smuggling gangs of Deal did not want this fruitful supply chain to be halted, so they continued trade illegally. To prevent classified information from being leaked, the seafront was heavily guarded to ensure the right people went in and out. In August 1914, the Royal Marines were mobilised and veterans under 55 were recalled. Recruit training took place at Victoria Park and Walmer Green. As you are aware, Deal has been heavily involved with the Royal Marines and Navy. Because of this, most local men fought at sea. Adolf Hitler was elected Chancellor of Germany in 1933. In 1935, the Home Office advised Kentish towns to prepare passive defence schemes. Deal and the surrounding areas acted upon this advice and formed the Air Raid Precaution Committee. In 1940, to improve coastal defence, large scaffolding wrapped in barbed wire were placed upon the beach, as well as turrets. Most interestingly, pipes were laid across the seafront to literally set fire to the sea. The pipes remain in the basement of the Clarendon Hotel today. Also in 1940, Nora, a Dutch ship, sliced through the pier. Prior to the destruction, local boatmen informed the authorities about the potential risks, but they were politely told to shut up. This is likely because Winston Churchill had already granted a new pier to be built if necessary, so Nora likely saved the local authorities a job. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed. I would like to take this opportunity to thank those who helped me put this piece together. Thank you to everyone at the History Project, Deal local Facebook group, and Deal Museum. Interested in finding out more? Check the links provided. Or why not come and see for yourself? You'll probably find me in the library.